Pretty funny actually. And I'm like, because one of my friends has a marketing group on Facebook and just does humorous content for emails and stuff because he felt that worked really well, like a British guy. And so I was thinking, you know what, humorous emails can work just as good sometimes. Now it's just whatever ChatGPT reads in the profile that we give it, assuming it's a good profile. If it's not, then it does sound robotic.
All right, you beautiful motherfuckers. I have something for you guys that I think is going to be amazing because we were just talking about this off air. I brought on my man Jordan, who's actually just trying to create something for himself that I think is going to be massively useful for you guys because we're hitting two waves here. We're hitting the wave of, I know a lot of you guys are doing cold outreach, and I know a lot of you guys are interested in AI, and Jordan has figured out how to bring those two worlds together to have AI write personalized messages for you guys at scale. So firstly, Jordan, thank you so much for coming on here and doing this.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, we got some Mario music in the background. We got some good folks. I think the best thing, Jordan, actually, if you'd be cool with it, is rather than us like talk about it and have a big build up and spiel, let's just show how some of the folks out there what you're building. And maybe you could just hit share screen.
Okay, let's see.
For those of you guys that don't know, Jordan sent me a message, and one of the things he was doing is having on LinkedIn his plugin. I'm giving you guys a little preview while we're loading here, but be able to pull users' information off of their profile, feed it into ChatGTP, and then use that to create a personalized outreach message. It's actually written to the person you're talking to.
Yeah, exactly, and it's pretty remarkable. Hopefully my screen is showing.
It is. We got Jeannie Hill over here.
Oh, the screen keeps flashing. What is going on? Let's see. Oh, I can't move my mouse. There we go. Hopefully it's working. Yeah, so I just started playing around with ChatGPT and was kind of in the outreach. I don't want to say business, but I was just out reaching out to people and just wanted to see what it was capable of. And I just kind of copied and pasted a whole profile, a LinkedIn profile, and I just asked ChatGPT to write me an email, and it started writing something that I found to be pretty good. So I was kind of excited about that because I felt like that would be useful for myself, but then I felt that it would be useful for a lot of other people. So I went and had a Chrome extension created. Mind you, it's pretty basic at this point. It's just to test this idea, I guess, on a little bit bigger scale and to make things a lot easier than just copy pasting a profile, since you get a lot of like crap when you try to copy something.
Yeah.
So
maybe you could show us a little example here with Jeannie so folks can see what you mean, because when you showed me, I was like, holy shit, dude.
Absolutely. So this Chrome extension is called Smart Intro, and I have a couple defaults in here that I've been testing that I felt were pretty good.
Jerry Seinfeld marketing email. Now you know.
Yeah, we'll go there for sure. It's not bad. It's pretty funny actually, and I'm like, because one of my friends has a marketing group on Facebook and just does humorous content for emails and stuff because he felt that worked really well, like a British guy. And so I was thinking, you know what, humorous emails can work just as good sometimes. Get people to laugh. Anyway, so I just selected this default here, and I'm going to hit generate prompt. And what it does is it adds the prompt, which, if you don't know, is like a question or a statement to ask ChatGPT what you want it to do.
Yeah, that's the real magic, by the way. The magic of ChatGTP is like the value you get out of using it is based on how good the prompt is going in. And I compare it to, like, for those of you guys who never really used it or just still new with it, like if you've managed employees before, almost always the value of the work you get back is based on the value of the input or the instructions, and almost always there's a refinement where you say, actually, I wanted a little more of this and a little less of that. And the more you can nail this, the easier your life is going to be. So that's the magic there.
Absolutely. And so I created this prompt, specifically this particular one for like cold email. It's got some requirements, and it actually talks about my fictitious business here. I would edit in a an agency or something to kind of be more specific to you guys, but it would take me a minute just to kind of write something. So I'll just go with this for now. But some of the requirements in the prompt that I asked ChatGPT to um, to do is to like use copywriting, sixth grade reading language, um, use 100 words or less, which sometimes works or not, but it does make it shorter in general. Um, make the email about them more than yourself. So, cutting down on the word I and making it more about them. And then asking a question at the end with a good call to action, like all these things that like kind of figures out, and it's really cool. So then so what I've kind of scraped from her profile is all this data about her name, where she works, the about section here, and then she's got a lot more info in here, which
By
is
the way,
all this.
can I just say, as somebody who we were talking off air, as somebody who gets pitched a lot, the number one reason I delete a message and don't read it and just ignore it is because I can tell it's just automated and not written to me. And if you don't have the time to like, just even personalize a sentence to me, then I know it's just generic shit you're sending to a million people.
Yeah, most definitely. So I'm gonna copy this now since it just kind of generated what I need. Let's see here, and I'm gonna go to my Chat GPT. I'm just gonna paste it right in. There's no API for it right now, so you have to do it this way. So it's just gonna start writing an email or a message to her. See, it's already really specific. It's like you got a lot on your plate. You got to staff at 20 people. Like that's like pretty specific right there. Let's see, and then it talks about like, oh, my solution, my fictitious business, my IT take the problem so you can relax and not stress out, like all these things. Then and it has a call to action at the end and a question. So it's like, whoa, like, and that only took like I
Yeah.
don't know,
It's
10 seconds.
personalization at scale for those of you guys who haven't figured that out. And when Jordan eventually gets API, like this will be like much more push button. But for those of you guys who struggle, I see this all the time. People like looking for the right script. And the truth is looking for the perfect script. I kind of made this joke off air, but it's like looking for the perfect pickup line that's just going to work on every woman you ever meet. And the truth is there is no fucking perfect pickup line. And if you're looking for that, you're severely handicapping yourself. It's much better if you're going to actually like strike up a conversation to actually have something personalized. Hey, I think you look really beautiful today, and that red dress is more powerful than just like, hey baby, do you want to get together, right? And if the next woman has a blue dress or high heels and you comment about that, you can do personalization at scale, which is the real magic because you're writing messages that are not just written to anyone.
Absolutely. So let's see. Try the Jerry Seinfeld one.
Yeah, let's do a Jerry Seinfeld one.
All right, let's
He's
do
gonna
that.
get hammered.
It's the same thing except a few different changes. Telling it to be funny, act like Jerry Seinfeld would. Some of it's funny because it signs it with like, "Oh, sincerely, Jerry," and I'm like, "Well, okay, we'll have to edit that out." So I'll just do that.
That's probably a prompt fix, not a edit fix.
Let's see what we got. Let's see. Have you ever had an IT problem that you want to make you pull your hair out? When your computer crashes, you just frantically searching for a solution on Google. It's frustrating, right? It's a little bit more generic here, but best
Jerry,
Jerry Seinfeld.
sign in Newman.
You'll definitely get a response for that one. They'll be like, Jerry Seinfeld's writing emails down. Uh, yeah, so that's that one. Of course, you can go in and edit your own prompts if you want to play around with it and just have fun. I also have one for just connecting message, and I actually got let's see, I got a message back from a guy. Yeah, so I wrote this email with this, and it said, "I'm impressed with your dedication to health and wellness. Your mission to help 10,000 individuals live a healthier life by 2025 is expiring." I just copy and paste that and send it to him, and he's like, "Oh my god, thank you so much for your post, adding value to my journey. And I was like, wow, okay, cool. Yeah, it's definitely working.
Yeah, and
So
that's the right way to open a relationship, right? Like you're talking about them and their mission and what they're doing and all those things, and not, you know, you want to buy me and my company right now. And I'm not saying you can't like do those kind of messages, but you know, they're going to be far more open to hear about what you do when they understand that you've taken a minute to see who they are. Like, for example, like when I get pitched booked appointments, which happens a lot, I just ignore it because I literally wrote a book on how to not have booked appointments and close, you know, run a phoneless, meetingless agencies. And if you just clicked on my profile for even 5 seconds, you would know that. So I know you don't really care about me and my thing. It's a far more impactful thing if somebody leads in and starts talking about you and your mission and your why and where you've been and what you're doing and your company. Like it's a very, very different effect.
right. Yeah, so I hope this definitely helps everyone out. I see
So there,
another profile.
you had mentioned you're looking to build this out, and I think you see either beta testers or people to try this out, so you can kind of like iron out some of the bugs. Is that my understanding?
Yeah, just to see where to go, since it's very like bare bones as it is. It has the main function. That's it. I want to collect feedback on like what other features, things that people would want, and kind of go from there to make it more streamlined, more useful, more intuitive than just like a basic Chrome plugin.
Yeah.
But it works well to be able to do it more at scale and just kind of even more personalization. Being able to like detect certain things in their profile and even write specifically about that, because right now it's just whatever ChatGPT reads in the profile that we give it, assuming it's a good profile. If it's not, then it does sound robotic. But in a good profile, then you could target certain things in it. Like I was playing around with it the other day with another student of yours, and we did it on a profile, and this lady mentioned like having a working family and something, and it started going on about her family and this and that, and having kids must be really difficult and this, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. How like intense how specific like it can
Yeah.
be. I don't know if it'll be to the point of being creepy, but it's definitely better than just a blanket template and a
Yeah. Hey,
mess.
baby. Do you want to basically like the most of the buy my shit messages are the equivalent of like, hey, baby, do you want to bang? And you know, if you do that enough times, you will get somebody probably, but usually not like an ideal partner. But if you just start with like, hey, I noticed something very specific about you that resonated with me that made me want to connect, like that's a much better way to start relationships in my experience. And the fact that you don't even have to figure that out, that artificial intelligence, you can just feed the data into the system. So if folks are looking to test that, what should they do? I guess probably the easiest thing maybe is I'll put this in the Facebook group. You guys can drop a comment below, and then Jordan and you can connect and you know,
I
help
can give you
develop
the
this
link
into
as
something
well.
really cool.
I can give you the link to I got a page. I also got a settings page, but you can also provide feedback when you get it. Let's see, trying to get the toolbar to go away here. Let's see. Let me show you. Yeah, I can just give you the web page.
Yeah, I'd like to actually contribute a prompt to this because I think I could write a good one.
Okay.
So that one of those drop downs can say the Frankie Finn prompt. You guys can try it out and see if I can beat Jerry Seinfeld. Probably not, but if I could at least be his Newman, that would be good enough.
Let's see. Yeah, so I got a page that also goes through. Oh, it's not loading. I got a page that has like how to install it, since you can't do it through the Chrome Web Store, and I have to load it through downloading on a computer. It's a really simple process. That's not working. But anyway, and there's videos how to use it, kind of the same thing we just talked about,
Yeah.
and it's pretty straightforward to try it out. And please let me know. I have yeah, and also like an email list, if things go forward, just to be able to keep people notified on like what might be added features wise and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the feedback is like super valuable because that's really what I'm looking for. So
All right, cool guys. Let's get testing it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Frankie.
Hey guys, if you like this video, you'll also like my book on Amazon called Beyond the Agency Box, which you can also find by my name, Frankie Finn, and it's got a lot of awesome reviews. And it really just goes deeper on a lot of things we're talking about, everything you need to grow and start a lifestyle agency, from the stages you'll go through to getting clients, to how to create winning offers, to high value deliverables, to wowing clients, to building teams, to building systems, and building a boring factory that's like a 7-figure money machine for you. So if you're interested, I put links for you in the video description, as well as it'll be in the pinned top comment below, and make sure to check those out.